Hey glam girls and guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Indiade. I hope you stay. And today I'll be showing you how to be irresistible. So you want to be a femme fatale. You want to be irresistibly charming and alluring. In this video, I'll be showing you all the tips and tricks to achieve a femme fatale makeup look, and I'm gonna keep it beginner friendly because I know not everybody is makeup by Mario. Some of us are still doing our makeup out of our bathroom and we're still learning, and that's okay. So if you're interested in recreating and achieving this wonderful femme fatale look, then keep watching. I just want to say before I start this, okay, I am not a professional makeup artist and I will be showing you guys all the products I'm using, but keep in mind these are general tips that you can use with any brand. You are completely fine, so don't feel like you need to have these products that I'm using, so keep that in mind. Alright, let's get into it. So as I apply my primer, let's talk about what a femme fatale actually is. So I'm actually going to be using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It really keeps your skin hydrated and it grips the makeup on. So a femme fatale is a mysterious, beautiful, seductive woman. She is somewhat dark, but not in a unpleasant way. It's very pleasant. She possesses a very enchanting and seductive energy. In most movies, a femme fatale is seen as very serene, attractive, like just very alluring. So first I'm going to start off with my eyebrows. I like to make them dark, arched, and thin, and this is actually going to create a very sharp look. Okay, it's going to pull your face back and kind of give you that snatched look that, you know, people go for. I'm just brushing the eyebrows, making them as straight as possible. And now it's time to fill the eyebrows. This is also how I do my makeup regularly for the most part. I'm just trying to follow my natural line. I try not to go too thick. I try to just follow my natural line. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just creating a slight arch. So I'm actually going upward instead of going in a curve motion. Don't worry about your eyebrows being too perfect, guys. Literally, we're going to fix this with a concealer. Eyebrows are set, they are slayed on fleek. All right, next we're gonna move into shaping the actual eyebrows. So I like to carve out my eyebrow with a lighter concealer because it's gonna give you that bright underbrow effect that everyone is looking for. You will see in a lot of these movie characters, they kind of have like an arch under their brow and it's like it's glowing or illuminating or something. So I'm gonna show you guys how I achieve that look. I'm gonna be using this makeup is old, child. You can't even see the label, but so I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I'm using the shade Cookie, but take any shade that is maybe 3 to 5 shades lighter than your actual skin tone. Any concealer of that nature, use that to highlight your skin. So this is the part where you gotta pay attention, girl, because if you mess up, your eyebrows are done. You're gonna have to do it again. I'm so sorry. You know, I don't make the rules. Okay, don't rush this step. Just take a little bit of concealer. You don't need too much because we're just carving out the eyebrow. We can add more later on. So we're just going to carve out the brow. And literally all we're doing is staying right underneath the eyebrow that we just made. Once we fully draw, we can start to raise the eyebrow up a little bit like that. See how I just, instead of going arched, I went straight back and bring the rest of the concealer down. So now you have that arch that pulls your face back and gives you that serious look. And then all we're gonna do is go on the top and do the same thing, follow that shape. This is where you can decide if you want your eyebrows to be thinner, thicker, it's completely up to you. Then once you've done that, just blend it out. Be careful not to rub in your eyebrows, but just blend it. I'm using a small blending brush like this. Honestly, I think the brows take the longest in my opinion. If not the brows, then maybe the eyeshadow. So for a little more information, the name femme fatale actually comes from a French phrase, which translates as deadly lady, okay, or lethal woman. She uses her feminine energy, her beauty, her charm, and her sexual attractiveness to achieve her concealed goal. So a lot of women already do this. She's definitely interesting and playful. So I'm going to be using a translucent setting powder just to set my concealer that I just did underneath and brighten my eyelids a little bit. So now for the fun part, we're going to do the eyes. Okay, this is one of the biggest parts of the Femme Fatale makeup look. Your eyes tell so much and they attract so much, okay? So this part is really important. I want you guys to also take your time. I'm actually so embarrassed to show you guys my eyeshadow palette. This was a gift from one of my boyfriends in high school. So that should tell you that it's very old. This is how it looks, okay? But she works, okay? She gets the job done. I remember in high school, everybody literally wanted this palette. Like, literally everybody wanted this palette. But anyways, shout out to my exes. So I'm gonna be using the burnt orange shade just to kind of even out the concealer that I just did. I'm putting it on my brow bone. Remember, just tap a few times, dust off the excess, and then just swift motions. Just remember, swift motions. No need to press down too hard. We're keeping it super light. You can never do too little, right? You can only keep building and building, but if you put too much at once, then there's no going back. So I'm gonna go in with a darker shade. I'm just going in here and making it deep. And literally that little crease in your eye right there, you see that? That's where you're putting it. Right where your eyelid creases, that's where you're putting it. So now you're gonna go in with a darker shade. I'm going in with Red Orchard. We're gonna go even deeper. This is the part that's going to give you that romantic and mysterious look that you're trying to go for. So you're gonna take your bright concealer. You're gonna put a little bit on your flat brush. This is what the brush I'm using looks like. At this area, in the corner of your eye, you're gonna go right above that and just create a small line, okay? And then fill it in. You're gonna bring it down just a little bit and you'll see how I'm creating like a slight crease. I'm blending in the leftover excess concealer. I'm gonna go in with the tempera shade and the golden ochre shade and just kind of tap it in exactly where I put my concealer. I'm gonna be super careful. I'm using a black eyeliner pencil. We're really just doing this to blend it into the eyeshadow a little bit. So really quick, I'm just going to smudge my eyeliner a little bit. For my foundation, I'm using the Born This Way foundation in the shade Cocoa. I love this foundation because right now I am having like the craziest acne scars and this is full coverage. Okay, this is the foundation. So when highlighting your face, this plays a big role in contouring, lifting, everything, okay? So this is also gonna give you that super chiseled look that you're going for. I put my highlight right underneath my inner corners of my eyes, underneath my eyeliner, going upwards underneath my eyeliner, under my chin, and then right underneath my cheekbones. Okay. And you can see the amounts that I put for everything. And now we're going to blend. I'm just using a regular buzzing blending brush. So we've finished chiseling our face. So contouring is optional. I personally don't contour, but if you were going to contour, just make sure to contour underneath the cheekbone, above the forehead, your nose if you want. But underneath the cheekbones is a must if you're going for a femme fatale look. Now we're gonna apply our blush. If you wanna give yourself kind of like that dragged look, you're going to put your blush in different areas than you would if you're going for like a super lighthearted, cute look. So for my blush, I'm actually gonna be using the James Charles palette. I highly recommend this palette for every beginner, okay? Every beginner needs this in their makeup drawer. This has all the colors you need to blush, highlight, contour, everything. Literally everything if you know how to use it properly. But I like to start off with a little bit of an orange shade just to kind of tone down this super bright highlight. So I'm gonna go in with the orange shade and I'm gonna be putting it in different areas where the highlight is super bright. So I'm gonna go in with the more orangish red shade and go right below my cheekbone. No matter what you do, do not put it on your cheeks. Do not put it on your cheeks because that's gonna make it look super like youngish and girly, and it's gonna give you the Marilyn Monroe look, and that's not what we're looking for right now, okay? Now I'm actually going to go in with a red shade. We're gonna be super careful with this, but we're not going directly on the cheek. If anything, we're going behind the cheek. Now we're gonna do a little bit of baking. I'm going in with my translucent Laura Mercier powder. You're gonna kind of get a good amount on there because we're not blending, we're baking. And instead of like consistently tapping it in, I'm just doing super light taps. Okay, I know this looks a little bit crazy right now, but like I said, trust the process. We're just gonna let this sit while we do our lip combo. A Femme Fatale always has an eye-catching, sexy lip, so I'm gonna go for red today, and I'm gonna go for a dark outline so it still gives that dark, mysterious ombre effect. So I'm just gonna line my lips, and I like to overline them a little bit. Thankfully, I already have naturally full lips, but I like for them to look a little bit more plump, so I'm gonna overline them a little bit. I'm gonna go in with a red lipstick from NARS. This is shade Star Woman. Look at these lips, super bold, super sexy. Now we're just gonna dust off our powder and we'll be one step closer to Femme Fatale. And voila! This is your very beautiful and seductive Femme Fatale makeup look. But wait, we're forgetting one thing. Cue magic editing, please. Now the look is complete. And now you are irresistible. Because you know I had to like play the part. You know, I had to put it all together for you guys. You guys, I'm obsessed. I always love doing my makeup like this. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. But this was fun. Definitely, this is a super sexy look. This is very Femme Fatale. I'm not guaranteeing irresistibility, okay? I just have to put that disclaimer out there. So go ahead and try this look and see how it turns out. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe because there's so much more helpful videos coming out on this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, Glam Girls.